there, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. Each week I bring these videos to you to cover the mortgage industry. I've been out here about 28 years. I've been working with you guys, the realtors, your buyers, for a long time. Each week, I'm hoping you're going over to my website at www.mikemunzing.com so you can take a look at the new articles, the new information flyers, other things I put up there each week. But what I want you to do is go over to the left side and click on that rate sheet. Now that rate sheet brings up the rate sheet for the week that you can bring to your open house. Once again, I have some other flyers. I've got a great how much home can you afford flyer that helps you break down for those potential buyers exactly how much they can afford to buy. But back to the rate sheet, they are remaining at all-time historic record lows. If your folks can't buy now with these low prices and these low rates, they're gonna have trouble down the road. So let's talk about that. Have them call me, and don't forget to get them over to my online application as well. I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to walking your folks through the process of buying. Now, that's where it gets a little tricky right now. The regulations are always changing just a little bit on the income and on what they can use as down payments. There's lots of little, I call it little nuances, little changes in the market, but 28 years, that helps me know what's going on. I am always watching, working with the underwriters, working with the lenders to know exactly how to get your buyers in and what we can do to make that work for them. So once again, a very good program here. Always good programs, great rates. Let's get them going. Okay, much like last week's video, I want to cover Stephen Thomas's report. The reason I talk about Stephen's report is he does the absolute best job of breaking down our Orange County market so you, the realtor, can talk to your sellers and your buyers and tell them exactly what's going on, what part of the market's hot, what to expect, what not to expect. But let's take a look. Go to his website, www.reportsonhousing.com. Subscribe to that. I used to be able to give that to you. He does do that on subscription now, and it is great to know because he really goes deep in the weeds, breaking these numbers down, giving you some great details to talk to those buyers and sellers about. But let's look at a really quick overview of what he's seeing in the last 2 weeks. Basically, he is saying for buyers still need to be realistic. They're getting out there, they're wanting to buy, but they're still thinking that every house is going to be a foreclosure. They still think the prices are dropping like a rock. And what he says on here is that for home buyers below $750,000, they really need to be realistic because only 7% of the market has been foreclosures. So it's still a very stable market. He doesn't foresee them jumping up, but he really doesn't foresee major slashes in pricing anytime soon. And now for demand, that's where these buyers are coming into play. I'm talking to a lot of you. We're getting your buyers ready to go. So I am seeing personally a lot of activity. I'm hearing my buddies out there. There's a lot of activity going on, and that is up 13%. Now, Stephen looks at demand as homes that are currently in escrow. Obviously, escrows are all varying lengths of time because of the short sales. But once again, that is up 13% since the end of last year. And that is currently showing a number of 3,134 properties in Orange County currently in escrow. Next, he covers the active listings. You got those buyers coming out. What's going on with the sellers? Surprisingly and unexpectedly, for a second 2-week period, those sellers are backing off on listing their homes. So that is down 257 homes in the last 2 weeks, and that is down to 7,823 properties currently on the market in Orange County. Very interesting number. Finally, distress sales. The distress sales, which include both foreclosures and short sales, that is at the lowest level since February of 2010. That dropped by 299 homes in the last 2 weeks, down to a level of 2,691 homes in Orange County. Once again, foreclosures and short sales available for your buyers. And a year ago, That number was 1,413 properties higher. Now on Stephen's report, don't forget to look in the back there. If you get that, he's got some great charts. This breaks down city by city, everything that's going on over the last couple of weeks, so you can see where the activity is. Then he also has other charts here that show the distress sales, really breaks that down. And then finally in the last report here, let me take a look. Yes, he breaks it down by all the different pricing areas, the different cost factors, detached versus attached versus condos. Really, really detailed, and you want to get that, and it gives you something to talk about with those buyers and sellers. Okay, finally I want to touch on that new HARP 2.0 program. You're hearing about it. That is the Home Affordable Refinance Program. When HARP 1 came out, I didn't do any of those just because it's a complicated government-backed program that often doesn't work out real well. But what I'm finding is that this new HARP 2.0 may be a little more advantageous for your previous clients. It's a refinance program, so if you're a realtor, I know you can't take advantage of it, but your clients who have bought in the past, they may be in a tough spot. They may be on a loan that isn't going to bode well for them in the long term and maybe going upside down, or they're upside down, but the loan may be coming due or having a balloon payment. So give me a call at 949-689-5626. I'd love to help any of your past clients. I'd really appreciate being there for you. Even if we didn't do the original loan, now would be a great time because the direct lenders are absolutely backed up. So many of my friends over at Bank of America have jumped ship. I've talked to a couple of those guys this morning who are now with other lenders, and they said it is just, they're forcing them out. So the B of A retail is pretty much almost non-existent at this point. And that's all the old Countrywide guys too. So that's very interesting. Let me give a couple of highlights. Unlimited loan to value. There was 125% loan to value on this program previously. They have taken that away. So this is going to be an unlimited loan to value. Basically, as long as the borrower hasn't made a late payment in the last 6 months, as long as he's a maximum of 1 late payment in the last year and hasn't done a HAMP program before, they should be eligible. It looks like they are allowing subordinations of HELOCs and second trust deeds, and it needs to be done before the end of 2013. We've got a little bit of time, but while the rates are extremely low, it's going to be important to jump on this. If your current client does not have mortgage insurance, then they're not going to be required to have that either. So once again, this could potentially be a very good program for your clients. Get them out of a pinch. As we've talked about before, I'm not a big fan of loan modifications, but this in turn is just a whole new loan for them. It's a new opportunity to get that payment down and hopefully enable them to stay in that home and keep making that payment. Hey, it should be an absolutely gorgeous weekend. I look forward to working with you. I really look forward to working with your buyers. Don't forget my online application. That's a great way to get you started, and let's work together. Hey, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless our country. Keep working hard. I see every day how hard you guys are working. You're showing a ton of properties. You're driving those clients around, and let's get them into escrow. I'll look forward to being by your side on that. Bye-bye. Money, 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 money.